What is going on, guys? Sonic and the Bean Show here. Today we're looking at the brand new Jakks specific 2.5-inch Sonic Prime the Grim set. So this is pretty much wave 4 now of these figures. We got the Sonic, Knuckles, and Rouge Trooper figures, along with the yellow and purple Shards. So let's take a look at the packaging real quick. So you can see we do have an open window of everything you're getting here, along with, you know, the usual Netflix and Sonic Prime logo up there. And then we know it shows the pictures here of the Shards. And then, you know, your warnings down there and the Jakks specific logo. Here is the top of the packaging. We just got Sonic Prime right there. And then there is the bottom right there. And then here's the other side right here. You can see we got the usual logo up there. And then, you know, an image of Sonic. And then here is this side that just shows the figures. And then here is the back. Again, that shows everything here. Got the figures, the Shards. You know, some pictures down here. And yeah, that is pretty much that, you know, the same usual packaging right there. But without further ado, let's go ahead and crack these out of the box and take a closer look. Okay, so here is everything out of the packaging right here. Now I do want to start off with the accessories. So you are going to get two of these Shards right here. We got a purple one and then a yellow one over here. So let's actually get a close up on these. So here's the yellow Shard, and then we do have the purple one right here. Just dropped the Rouge Trooper right there. We do have these two, right? So I would assume we would have to connect these somewhere here. So it's kind of weird though, because there's one peg and they both got peg holes, right? So I guess the purple one would probably be next. Where is the peg hole for this one? Oh, here it is. Okay, so I would assume it would have to be, yeah, okay, so this one actually, yeah, this one, yeah, it's actually on there. So that seems like it, right? That seems like a nice fit, but so where does this one go? Because they both have two peg holes, but I don't know where this one would be at. I don't know. I'm actually lost right now. Maybe there's going to be another piece that connects here and then it has a peg up top for this one. Don't know. Not too sure. But let's focus on the figures now. As far as design wise, they're like the torso and the arms are pretty similar, right? And then of course like the heads and then, you know, the different colors. But you know, here's Sonic Trooper, and you know, they look cool. You know, Sonic Trooper I know is getting a 5-inch figure as well. I still would have really liked the Alpha Grim Sonic just because I felt like that was more of a character than, you know, this was, since it was like fighting, you know, like Sonic and Shadow. But you know, it's still cool because I guess you could still army build with these figures right here. But yeah, we do have Sonic Trooper right here, and as far as the articulation, we do have, you know, the ball peg for the head, so you can of course, you know, rotate right there. And the hinges for these figures are pretty good, so you can, like, you know, have the arm go all the way up, and then of course you have like your standard rotation, and then along, you know, with the hips. This leg's kind of weird. It's kind of, yeah, this leg's pretty weird, but I can like move this one up. See how like how high it can kick up, and then like kicking it back. See? So yeah, like the hips and then the shoulders are pretty nice, and you know, the shoulders are so good you can actually like cross the arms. I mean, unfortunately, you know, of course there's no elbow joints, or you know, you can't like really move the wrist or anything like that, but I mean, you can actually like cross the arms just because of how good those shoulders are, as you can see. So yeah, that looks nice. But yeah, that's pretty much the articulation right there for Sonic Trooper. Now the Knuckles Trooper articulation, I would assume is gonna, well, yeah, they're all pretty much the same, but you know how the Knuckles figures are with the coils, so I would assume the articulation for the head's probably gonna be, let me actually move this arm a little bit, but I would assume it's probably gonna be a problem, unless maybe if I can move this shoulder a little bit forward, and then maybe, oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, you just gotta move the shoulder a little bit, and you kind of just have to move, yeah, so you can still pose the figure like that. You just gotta move that shoulder a little bit. That actually looks pretty nice though. And then I forgot to mention that, like, you know, these domes apart for their heads are like, you know, translucent. They look kind of cool together though. So here's Knuckles Trooper. right? Yeah, we like the quills on this one too. I don't know how accurate these are compared to the show. Maybe the colors were like a little bit saturated on these, right? So that's Knuckles Trooper right there. And then here we have Rouge Trooper, and she actually have these wings right here. And then the articulation, I would assume it's also going to be the same. You know, they got really nice hinges for the shoulders, and then, you know, hips for the legs. Like, they can still kick forward and back pretty well. And of course you can, like, you know, rotate, and of course, like, you know, turn the legs too. As far as the head is, let's see how that is. Okay, so the head's not too bad. It's not as bad as like Knuckles. Like, you can still like move the hair over the shoulder right here. Now for these wings though, it looks like they're just on a straight peg. If you can kind of see that, there's not a lot of movement to go up and down though. You're kind of like just finagling with it. I mean, you can rotate it, but I think you would have to move her head, and then like you can like just turn it around, as you can see. And then these right here have a hinges, so you can like close these like that, and then you kind of have like a different look now. So this is how it looks closed, and then, you know, open it up. That's how it looks right there. So yeah, if you had like another one, you can kind of display these differently, and you can still make another look if you turn this around, because you can't turn this all the way around. And then if I turn the head back, you know, it looks something like this now. Something I've noticed here with the Rouge Trooper is that she actually has like a small little heart right there on her chest, and I didn't even notice that until I kind of, you know, was looking at them side by side. It seems like Rouge just has that right there, which is nice. Okay, and now for some comparisons. So here's the Sonic Trooper figure next to the New York Sonic, and then just the regular Shadow figure right here. Sonic is kind of tending to lean a little forward just because it wants to fall back. But I didn't want to compare these two right here. And I want to do another comparison, so let me take these out the way. I want to compare it to just a regular Metal Sonic figure, just to, like, you know, show off the design wise of how these two look. And then I'll actually you know, throw in Rusty as well. So here's like Rusty Rose. Now here's a comparison for the Knuckles Trooper figure. So here we have Gnarly and then Knuckles the Dread. And I didn't even notice this until doing this comparison, but the Gnarly Knuckles figure seems a lot smaller. I didn't even really recognize it as much, because these two definitely seem like they're taller. And then if I just take, you know, the Knuckles Trooper, like, look at look at Gnarly next to, you know, Dread right here. He's definitely smaller. I didn't even really realize that. Yeah, it definitely seems smaller right here. That's crazy. Did not realize Gnarly was really that short. Wow. Here's your comparison for the Rouge Trooper figure. So we have, you know, Baton Rouge here, and then just the regular standard Rouge. And then one last comparison, but here we have 9 next to his robots. Alright, so that is going to wrap up this review on Wave 4 of the 2.5-inch Sonic Prime figures by Jakks Pacific. If you guys want to pick this up, it is currently available on Amazon. That is where I was able to get mine. However, let me know what are your thoughts on these figures in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review. Until then, take care, my friends.